Hi besties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another spring diary. I had a very early start to the morning. I did morning Pilates as usual, and then I quickly just got ready for the day because I have kind of a busier day today. My best friend is actually gonna come over for some coffee because we're gonna discuss her bachelorette trip. I'm her maid of honor, so we need to like plan out logistics of the trip, and then after that I need to film a furniture collab, and I'm just so stoked about this. I just want to like have the time slotted to just really take my time with it and to produce high quality content for the brand. And then I'm finally gonna pick up Rebel Witch from my local bookstore. They gave me a call yesterday that it's ready for pickup, so we're gonna do that together, and that's our little girl errand for the day. But yeah, happy spring. I hope you guys are having a great start to your spring season so far. I'm really excited for the spring season. I just feel very focused. I feel locked in, especially with my marathon training and just focusing on my health. But yeah, I thought we could spend a couple days together. As I mentioned, I'm doing a furniture collab with Resident Supply, and I am so stoked. So I thought I would show you guys what I'm gonna be showcasing in some upcoming content. If I can open this. Stop. Eek. This lamp has been on my like house mood board, and y'all, I really manifested this. She's stunning. I'm obsessed. Okay, just trust the process, okay? Trust the process. Dang, it's like wood. Whew. Wow. That was crazy. I don't know how to feel yet. I want to get a smart bulb so we can change kind of like the colors in here. And I want to get like a stack of magazines for underneath because it just looks kind of bare and boring. I don't hate it though. I just think it needs some extra decorations. As of right now, that's gonna stay there. I'm just gonna kind of play around with my new pieces, but I'm about to head out to run my girl errand and pick up my book. But I wanted to share with you guys my new favorite like go-to set, and it's this set from the brand 30 Years. I did some work with them back in February and they gifted me this matching set, and it's literally perfection. Me and a high neck go together so bad. It has a little pocket in the front, and honestly I love that it's a little bit cropped, like nothing too crazy. The sweatpants are so comfortable. I like to flip it over though to like make it a little bit more low rise. Guys, I'm obsessed with this set. It's just so cute and so cozy. It makes you look a lot more put together, and this is like my airport fit as well. It's just so cozy. Yeah, I just love a matching set like this. For my new little thick frame glasses, they're like this perfect olive green. I'm obsessed. Now let's go pick up our book. Thank you. Okay, I officially grabbed my copy of Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. I have really high hopes for this book, being that I absolutely devoured Heartless Hunter. So I am very excited to read this. I'm hoping to finish this by the end of the month because I've just been like reading at sloth speed. I feel like typically you get through like 2 to 3 books a month on average, and it's just been a slow like last couple months because of my Onyx Storm reading slump, and I'm really just trying to be like gracious to myself because I know that like I'm gonna go through book slumps, and also life has just been like lifing lately. Like I've been just a lot more busy offline, so I'm giving myself grace, but I do think I could finish this by the end of the month. About halfway through The Nightingale, which is our book of the month for the Besties book club, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Honestly, projecting a 4.5 star read or higher, maybe even a 5-star. It's giving 5-star read potential, but it's just like unlike anything I've ever read before, so that's why it's kind of taking me like some time to get through. And it's just a very dense, heavy book because it's historical fiction set in the time of World War II, so it's just a lot more dense. So my goal is to get through The Nightingale and through Rebel Witch by the end of the month. I think that's a manageable goal. I think I can do it, especially since I love her writing, so I think it'll be a very great book to end the month on. Yeah, I think my next read after this will probably be Zodiac Academy series. That's on my spring TBR. I've been dying to read it. I just need to go get it though, so I think I need to make another bookstore run here in the near future. But that was our little girl errand. Thank you for coming with me. Cannot wait to read this. Like I literally want to start tonight. Also, disclaimer, I love the way this book smells. Oh, I just love it. Eek, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I missed these characters so much. Getting ready for the day. I'm gonna meet one of my friends for a little afternoon cafecito, and I wanted to get ready and like look cute, and I wanted to try some new makeup with you guys. Rare Beauty sent over their new liquid contours a while back, and also some liquid blush and liquid highlighter. I'm not gonna use these because I already have like quite a bit. I'm gonna save this for some giveaways, but I've heard so many good things about this liquid contour, but I just don't know which one I should use. This one looks a little bit too dark toned for me, so I'm in between this one. This one's a little bit more cooler tone, and this one's more warm toned. So I guess it just depends if I want it more like contoury or if I want it more bronzy. I typically gravitate towards bronzy. This is like my ride or die dips one, and it seems to be more of this shade, so maybe we should do that one first. But I feel like I rarely try new products because I try to wait till I'm like done with products in my normal makeup routine or skincare routine, you know, just like to limit my consumption. But I do get like such great PR, and I want to use them. I want to try them and to give you guys reviews. So this is the shade Serene. This is huge compared to the liquid blushes. Stop. I also love a liquid contour. Okay, now I'm just gonna use their iconic Rare Beauty blush brush, but I'm gonna use it for my contour. Whoa. This is very pigmented. Holy moly. Okay, I'm a little scared. Whoa. Okay, this is very similar to this shade, which I'm loving, so it's not like too out of my comfort zone. Very warm toned. Now the thing will be is how long is it gonna last? Because I have a run club tonight, and I typically don't really take off my makeup for run club. But first impressions, I feel like it's a really good standard liquid contour. I am curious to try the more cooler toned one so it can actually look like a true contour. I feel like this is a good match for what I've been doing, but we're gonna clean it up a bit because we kind of went a little hard right there. I think I actually love it. What do you guys think? Also, I've noticed how long my hair has gotten. If you guys have been here for a minute, you guys know I was literally Bobbiana. I had a freaking bob, okay? It was literally like almost chin level. Oh, look how fast it's grown out. I don't think I will ever like chop my hair that short again. I liked the first time I ever chopped like a mid bob, but when I chopped it like to a bob, I look back at pictures and I'm like, dang girl, that was pretty short. Honestly, I'm glad I got it in my system because I always wanted to have a bob, but like I could definitely see myself doing like mid, like getting a little trim. But my hair is getting so long, you guys. It's insane. This is actually like the healthiest my hair has ever been. It's a little dirty right now, but like it's so soft. I feel like cutting my hair that short was the best thing for my hair. It's getting so long, I don't know how to feel. Okay, I'm sorry, but I actually can't stop wearing these glasses. They're just perfect. I just feel like they're just hitting a lot more than my black ones, because they're just green, but I don't know. This is the comfy, cozy coffee shop outfit. I haven't worn this long sleeve in so long. This is my favorite top ever. It's from Intimissimi. It's like sheer. And then my thrifted Adidas track pants. My favorite jacket from Princess Polly. Bag is from ASOS. It fits literally everything. Mixing my metals as usual. Glasses are Amazon, and then I'm just wearing my Sambas. I need to get like a different everyday shoe. My Sambas are actually hanging on by a thread. I think I want to get some Solomons, like all black Solomons, but I don't know yet. I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. This is the comfy, cozy coffee shop outfit. For run club, and it's actually raining outside, so this is gonna suck, but it's okay, we can do hard things together. Also, I just want to like check in with my marathon training. So I actually went to Vegas over the weekend. I didn't vlog because I just wanted to be present with my family, and I was only there for like 2 full days, and the runs I had scheduled was a 4-mile run on Saturday, and then I was supposed to do an 18-mile run on Sunday, and that was supposed to be like my longest run so far. But my body wasn't having it. Like, I feel like mentally I can really push myself, like, because going through what I went through as a college athlete, like pushing my body to its limits and like pushing past mental challenges, I feel like I can get through a lot with like pushing my body. But this time it was different. Like, I think I was just like inflamed from traveling. Like, I didn't do a good job about stretching after my flight. I didn't do a good job about stretching. I just was not taking care of myself. And so my intent was to do 18 miles on Sunday, but I only ended up doing 7, and I just called it quits because my body was just feeling horrible. My legs just felt really inflamed and irritated. And so I was like, okay, you know what? We're gonna hit 7 and we're gonna call it quits, because I think if I pushed my body past that, I would have injured myself. And honestly, like, I'm really glad that I did, because in the moment it sucked. I'm just so annoyed because I was really looking forward to pushing my limits and hitting 18 miles. Like, mentally I was ready to go. My body just had other plans, and she said to just stop. And I kind of felt like horrible about it after the run, but then reflecting onto it, like, I'm really glad that I listened to my body, because I think I would have injured myself by pushing myself too much. And honestly, reflecting on this training journey so far, if that is my worst run out of my whole training schedule so far, I am honestly happy with that. That was my first time missing the mark for my scheduled miles, and I still pushed myself to 7. And the fact that I could barely even do 1 mile like months ago is just like insane, and I'm just proud of like my growth. I'm also just like proud of myself for listening to my body, because I feel like sometimes I have a hard time with that. Again, I just feel like mentally I'm just programmed to push past like whatever mental block I have. But this time it genuinely wasn't even a mental block. It was just my body like telling me to stop. I'm just feeling very recharged, refreshed to just get after it for this week's training schedule. And so, you know what? We can always just decide we're so back, okay? This weekend on Sunday, I need to hit 18 to 22 miles, minimum 18 miles, which is absolutely insane, but I'm very excited nonetheless. I'm ready for some redemption, and I'm ready to take care of my body leading up till then, to really just mentally and physically prepare myself. But yeah, that is my update. We are officially on week 11 of training. I'm actually getting so nervous and excited for the marathon. It's literally next month already. It really felt like yesterday I was telling you guys my insider information, in my winter diaries vlog that I signed myself up for the Eugene Marathon. And it's almost marathon month. March is basically done already. Like, it's basically the marathon now. I can't. Regardless, let's have a great run tonight with the run club. I need to hit 7 to 8 miles, and you guys, we are just so back. We are so back, okay? Okay, why am I giving Secret Service in the all black? Like, what? Also, update, I'm absolutely loving these Bose open ear earbuds. First of all, I just feel like they look so cool and sleek. I feel very safe wearing them. You can hear literally everything around you. And the battery life is insane. The last time I charged the pod was literally the week that I bought them, which was 3 vlogs ago. So 3 weeks ago, or 2 vlogs ago, 2 weeks ago. I literally haven't charged these yet, and I've worn them on all of my long runs thus far, all of my weekly runs. I wore this on the airplane. I haven't had to charge the pod yet in like 2.5 or even 3 weeks, which is crazy. So I definitely think it's worth the money. I think it's super cute. Sometimes I go back and forth wishing I got the white ones instead of the black, just because the white has like a silver detail on the outside of the cuff, which would like match my silver jewelry, but that's just like a cosmetic thing. But regardless, I do think it's worth the investment. I also love wearing that like just to go grocery shopping if I don't want to be like bothered, you know what I mean? Yeah, super cute. And let's go get our run in. Soaked off my nails because I want to paint them again. I tend to like get tired of colors pretty easily. I want to repaint them to be black again. I loved the blue moment, don't get me wrong, but like there's just something about an all black set that's just really doing it for me right now. So I'm just gonna go back to what I love because she's just a vibe. And I've been using this brand Gaoy, Gaoy, for about a month now, and I will say I really like this over my first like nail kit I used. It was the Le Mini Macaron, and this just seems like a lot higher quality, and I don't have to like do touch-ups. It takes me way less time to do my nails because the Le Mini Macaron UV lamp was only for like 1 nail, whereas I have like a normal size lamp. They do stay on for a long time. Like I don't have to like do touch-ups or anything. So absolutely love that. But right now, let's just have a peaceful night in. I want to do my nails and then end the night with some reading because I've just been kind of off my game with reading. Like I feel like I'm just reading so slow nowadays, which is like fine, but I want to get back to like waking up early to read or like ending my day with reading instead of like excessive screen time. But just lately, my schedule has been a little like crammed. Like I've been using my evenings to edit content, and like by the time I'm done it's like 10 or 11 o'clock, and so I want to go to bed immediately and not read. So I will be waking up early tomorrow. Like I'm putting it out into the universe, like it's gonna happen. I want to wake up early tomorrow and read and get back to book sprinting with the besties in the besties book club. Like it's just been a minute since I've joined an early morning book sprint. besties. I just got ready for the day and I wanted to take you guys behind the scenes of how I kind of like film my brand deals. I've always wanted to show like kind of behind the scenes of like the creative process and just show you guys how I execute a campaign for a brand. And so the brand that we're shooting for today is Elemis, and I'm so excited because this is like one of my favorite beauty brands of all time. So when they reached out, I was like, duh girl, of course, I would love to. She is absolutely stunning, and it's actually a cleansing balm. So I had to put on my makeup for me to take it off with this cleansing balm. And I wish I planned out filming this collab on a different day, like maybe towards the end of the day. Like we're literally starting the day with putting on our makeup and then taking it off with this thing. That's okay, this is literally my job. So I kind of wanted to show you guys like how I shoot a brand deal. And so with brand deals, about 90% of the time, the brand and their marketing team will create the creative brief. And that's essentially like the mood board for the collaboration, like what they kind of want to achieve with it, key points that they want to highlight with the video. It also highlights like the deliverables and the timeline. And that's super important because you never want to be late with delivering a brand deal. Like that's like the best way to lose a relationship with a brand. So I've never been late with delivering deliverables before, and I don't plan to ever be late because I'm just that girl. I like to be on top of it. I don't like to waste people's time. Like, don't waste my time, I won't waste your time. You know what I mean? Do's and don'ts of filming. Some brands will say don't show other brand names, don't show other logos, because that could be a huge deal if they decide to run ads on it. Like they don't want to be promoting another brand, and like you also don't know the rights of like the other companies, but that's like a whole different rabbit hole. Sometimes they request specifically to be filming on the back or the front camera. Just a little things like that that they want to make sure that the message is clear in the brief, so that way we limit the amount of times of like reshooting, revising, or just doing extra edits. And honestly, the worst thing and the most exhausting thing is thinking that you've executed a collab well and you love it, for them to come back and say, oh, you can't have the logos in it, we can't have this, blah, blah, blah. Then you have to reshoot, re-edit. So the creative brief is essentially just like the do's and don'ts list, what they expect, key things that they want to see the creator highlight in their video. And they also send links to inspiration. So I can't show you like the actual brief, but I'll just input some pictures that are like literally on Pinterest for kind of like inspiration. And typically if a brand doesn't give me a creative brief, I will make one myself, like out of just like a Pinterest board, or like make a little mood board on Canva. That way I know what the vibes are, because I don't want to be shooting a campaign like going into it blind, you know, and not knowing what vibes they want. So some of their do's and don'ts list on this campaign is to showcase product textures and usage clearly in your content, make sure the brand's logo is prominently visible. These are just kind of like no-brainers, like make sure you film the highest quality, film vertically, and always submit high resolution videos and photos, blah, blah, blah. Do not show any brands, products, logos, magazines, book covers, artwork, trademarks. No direct competitor mentions, avoid using any political symbols, profanity, drugs. So this is like pretty like standard. Really encouraged for me to use props at home that go with the vibe. So black cherry. I'm thinking like dark colors. I'm thinking literal cherries. So I actually went to the grocery store the other day to pick up cherries for this campaign. So the props that I gathered from things that I already have is like my gua sha. Anything like with similar colors, I will try to grab from what I have. So like this matchbook kind of matches, this clip matches, and it doesn't show like the logo or anything. And then the star of the show, literal cherries. I think this would just be like a cute touch. Like, first of all, cherries are just so aesthetic. And my little plate that I made. This tangent, I really want to get a membership to go to a ceramic studio and start making like plates, bowls for us, coffee mugs, like dishes like this. Tell me this isn't iconic. Like my own piece of work in a campaign. So I'm absolutely stoked about this. I thought this was such a good idea to put the cherries in, and it just looks so aesthetically pleasing. And I also brought out a candle and I put the logo on the backside so that we don't have any issues with that. So the creative brief already gives me a great sense of direction. I know exactly what they want, but they contract me for a purpose. Like they love my creativity, they love my vibe. So I want to add that into the collaboration and not just only stick to what they want in the collaboration. So I'm incorporating my things that I have at home to go with the vibes. So I just have a shots list of everything that I want to include. The more shots, the merrier in my opinion. That way you have an array of footage to edit, because the worst thing is not having enough clips to make a cohesive, great looking video. I've learned my lesson through so much trial and error with doing brand deals. Like it's not even funny. So This process really just keeps me on track. It doesn't take up too much of my time. And I think just the best way for you guys to see my creative process is to just watch me. So I'm just gonna set you up like over here. Just wrapped up filming and I'm actually getting ready to go on a run, even though I don't want to. Like, I don't know, I haven't felt this unmotivated to go on a run like in a really long time. But before I allow myself to talk myself out of it, we're just gonna go. I'm in my workout clothes, like we're doing it. And I just need to lock in and not care about how I'm mentally feeling right now. It's so cold outside and it's raining, but you know what? F it, we ball. You know, F it, we ball, girl. This is what I hate about saving my runs for the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I'm so mentally tired that the last thing I want to do is push myself to run. And tonight we need to run 6 to 7 miles. So I know we can do it. I can do it. I know I can. Everything is fine. We can do hard things. Just that I don't want to do hard things right now. Just chill. I don't want to go. In about an hour, literally tell myself that I'm the baddest bee. Because bad bees do hard things, even when they don't want to. I just got home from my run and I did it. I pushed myself to run 6.5 miles. And you guys, you can do anything you set your mind to. What a total like attitude change. I'm still like mentally not like great right now, but that run definitely helped me just like zone out and not think about like what I've been thinking about. This is just proof that you can do hard things. Stick to the plan, not your mood, and that is the vibe for the rest of the marathon training. That's honestly the vibe for the rest of like my wellness journey. I'm so glad that I didn't quit and I'm so glad that I showed up for myself. Just genuinely, the hottest thing you can do is show up for yourself. And I was actually listening to this podcast and it's by Leo Skeppy, and I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I am not like the type of girl that listens to like really easygoing wellness podcasts where they just kind of sugarcoat everything, or when people only highlight like self-care as doing face masks, as ordering your favorite sweet treat, as indulging in yourself. Like, yes, that's part of self-care, but also self-care is like doing the things that you told yourself you're gonna do even when you don't feel like doing them. Self-care is just like showing up and not letting your weak mindset take over. But the main point, I just love podcasts that like low-key hurt your feelings, like that kind of feel like a slap in the face, like girl, wake up. And so Leo Skeppy's podcast, I remember one episode, the theme was your lack of discipline makes you ugly. Tell me that's not like a shot to the heart, a shot to the ego. And he was talking about how like, if you can't even show up for yourself, how do you expect to show up for other people and be a present human being in not only your own life, but everyone else's life? I think about that quote really often. Like every time I'm going through a mental rut or I like am about to bail on something that I tell myself I'm gonna do, I just think of that quote. I 100% believe it. Lack of discipline makes you ugly. And that has nothing to do with like your physical beauty, okay? Like it's not that deep in that sense. So don't take it the wrong way, please. But again, that's just me. I'm just not into sugarcoating wellness podcasts where all they talk about is like treat yourself, go on a little shopping spree. Like, yes, absolutely. But true self-care is showing up for yourself and just working on your discipline, because motivation comes and goes and motivation is not always going to be there. It's sure as heck not there for me all the time. I don't wake up motivated and excited to run and to take on the day all the time, but I know that I committed to myself to do this marathon training. I just don't want to let myself down. Like I want to show up for her. I want to show up for the girl that I am striving to be. It's days like this where I feel the most proud. Like not when I'm PRing, not when I'm having like the best running day ever. It's the days where I kind of feel like in the dumps, not having the best mental day, and I still showed up and I decided not to bail. So this is your sign. You can do hard things. Lack of discipline makes you ugly. If you need to hear that to get up and to stick to your plan, then I am that for you. But also, comfy cozy Cole, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you really should know. For today's emoji, because I feel like the themes of the few days that I've been documenting with you guys is like discipline over motivation, because motivation, like she's gonna come and go. And I feel like I've been really disciplined with my running journey and with like trusting the process. So comment down below this emoji, the muscle emoji, just to give me that like pep in my step, that extra boost of motivation to keep going. And I really appreciate literally all of your guys' sweet comments. I've been receiving a lot of like DMs and comments about how documenting my journey has been helping your wellness journey. And that is literally the point of it all for me, is if I can inspire one person to show up for themselves, that is a win for me. Like, that is truly a big reason as to why I do this. And so I just really appreciate literally all the support, all the comments, all the DMs. Like, they do not get taken for granted. I screenshot a lot of them, and I actually have a little folder in my notes app. We're getting very intimate. I feel like I can tell you guys like more intimate things on YouTube, but I have a notes app where sometimes I'll copy paste comments and I'll put it in there, or I'll screenshot it and I'll put it in there. I've been doing this actually ever since college, when I went through one of the roughest years of my life thus far. And I would, you know, save sweet texts, sweet comments, sweet messages from people, so that I could look back on them like when I was having a really hard day. That habit has just stuck with me ever since. It's not coming from a place of validation. It's coming from a place of like, I am loved, and that's just like something I don't take for granted. Not to get all emo, like what the heck? Not to get emo. All I'm saying is I really, really appreciate all the sweet comments. They do not go unnoticed, and they do not get taken for granted. They are actually, they live forever in my notes app. So yeah, thank you for your support. But yeah, comment down the strong emoji, because we're getting stronger. We're getting stronger, we're getting hotter, we're getting more disciplined, and that is what I'd love to see. But anyways, I'm gonna take a shower, make some dinner, and just rot tonight. Either read or start editing some content.